Strange World released on November 23rd, 2022, and is the 61st film in the Walt Disney Animation Studios canon. I just recently saw it, and it was okay. A very medium level movie. The Letterboxd synopsis of the film reads, "A journey deep into an uncharted and treacherous land, where fantastical creatures await the legendary Clades, a family of explorers whose differences threaten to topple their latest and by far most crucial mission." Strange World's two most prominent themes are about environmentalism and family legacy, and I think these are interesting and valuable topics. In the beginning of the movie, searcher Clade discovers Pando, which becomes the main energy source and way of life for their home, Avalonia. Through the film's events, it's discovered that Avalonia is actually a living being resembling a massive turtle, and Pando is harming it. Suddenly, the quest to save Pando turns into a mission to destroy it. The characters sacrifice the way of life they're used to for the sake of their environment. They find new ways to source energy, like wind turbines. This is definitely commentary on the usage of fossil fuels in the real world and the toll it's taking on our planet. Then there's the Clade family legacy. Jaeger Clade is an explorer who wants the same for his son, Searcher, but Searcher feels more fulfilled being a farmer. There's a scene like this almost verbatim in the beginning of the movie. Searcher tries his best to not be like his father, but comes to find he does a similar thing to his own son, Ethan, who feels more like an adventurer than a farmer. I like the message that families can learn to love and support each other even when their life paths don't turn out as hoped or expected. There's value in honoring your family legacy, but there's also something great about blazing a new trail, and the two don't have to be totally mutually exclusive either. As the land is healed in the movie, so are the family relationships, and I like that parallel. While I really like these themes, they don't feel all that impactful because the execution feels rushed and the story seems a bit rickety. The expedition team breaks into different sides after the discovery that Avalonia is a living being. They've been traveling inside a massive creature the entire time. It's like Atlantis and the Magic School Bus had a love child.
Girl, that's a booty hole.
Not a hole, Keisha. A valve.
The original mission was to find a way to save Pando, but the pivot to destroying it is a hard pill to swallow for those that didn't see Avalonia from the outside like Searcher and Ethan did. I thought it was really fascinating that both sides believed they were doing what was best for Avalonia, but they were totally at odds. Of course, one side was less informed than the other. Searcher and Ethan tried to convince them, but they wouldn't hear it. This felt a lot like real life too. My problem is this segment of the story was so quickly over that we never really got to experience and live in the very juicy conflict. That also goes for the rifts between family members. It was more believable with Searcher and Ethan, but the development for Searcher and Jaeger was so glossed over. Jaeger stormed off before the climax, and when he comes back, he's suddenly got a whole new outlook. I like the direction for his character, but it would have been nice to actually see why and how he changed. The unsurprising good news is that Strange World is a visual spectacle made up of stunning animation. This is one department where Disney rarely lets down. I love the settings, the world building, the creative designs, and the vibrant colors. There was even a fun 2D animated sequence at the start of the movie that was just so awesome to see. The character designs looked more unique than Disney's latest horde of huge-eyed humans, so that was nice as well. And we got yet another first openly gay Disney character. In all honesty, I was pretty glad to see a positive depiction of a young gay character in an animated film. Ethan actually had substance and openly spoke about his feelings for Diazo. I enjoyed that his parents supported him in his crush even if he was embarrassed about it. It felt like it was treated very normally, and that was cool. I have to wonder if Disney felt comfortable being more outright in this regard because they didn't really promote this movie much. If that's the case, that sort of sucks, but it is what it is. I'll take what I can get. Henry Jackman composed a superb score for Strange World. It has the sound of a classic John Williams-esque adventure score, which I loved. I also really liked the characters Splat and Legend. They brought a lot of fun to the film and helped keep me engaged when the plot felt mediocre. I'm starting to feel like a broken record with my thoughts on animated Disney movies lately. Gorgeous visually, lacking in story. Glad I saw it, but ultimately forgettable. I don't feel that magic or the draw to rewatch these movies like I have with previous Disney films. Encanto was an exception. It wasn't my personal favorite, but I did enjoy it, and it was cool to see an animated Disney movie resonate with so many people and actually make a big cultural impact. I fear that Strange World will move in and out very quietly without the majority of people taking notice. And it's annoying because there was so much more untapped potential with this concept. I liked pretty much all the elements, but the story failed to make those elements shine. The user Kai Delmare on Letterboxd summed it up well. Strange World just emphasizes something I've known for a while now. Disney's all-encompassing power over the industry has made them complacent and lazy, just cranking out anything. When a studio has no competition, no peers that pose a threat, they have nothing biting at their heels and keeping them sprinting. So they stroll half-heartedly along the track instead, because the fans will be cheering in the stands no matter how slow they go. I mean, look at me. I still went and saw this, hoping for a mythical return to form. I keep seeing Disney movies because I've always loved their animated films, and I know they're capable of making top-tier cinema. But at this point, something's gotta change. It's getting tired. I'd almost rather them make something terrible and completely bomb as a wake-up call to reset, because this constant line of decent movies isn't cutting it. And to be fair, I'm not that frustrated at Strange World itself. It's just the latest symptom of a larger problem. I don't regret seeing it, and there were lots of good things about the film, but I'm just looking for more. As a massive fan of Disney animation, I'm not afraid to criticize them because I know they can do better. Here's hoping to stronger projects in the future. Wish does look promising, so fingers crossed. Thanks so much for watching this review of Disney's Strange World. If you saw the movie, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. I think there's a lot to like and a lot to critique, so I'm interested to see what everyone else is thinking. If you liked this video, consider hitting like and subscribe, and head over to the Trove to check out more reviews, rankings, video essays, and trivia videos. Thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.